Hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of Not Wild Ambition, Astral Calling. We were just talking about Wild Ambition behind the
A
chat
great way to start the 100th
on
episode.
twitch.tv/tabletop rolls.
Aw.
It's
Tonight,
Friday.
it's Friday.
Woo!
We've made it to the weekend.
Friday,
Tomorrow is
Friday.
Saturday. Everyone has fun plans. Then is Sunday. But before we get into our plans for the weekend and other things, other announcements about the channel, other shows. Tomorrow night, the Tabletop Bros are on. As I was hanging out with Kaf today, I mentioned, Zoe said you wouldn't be available on Saturday. He said, wait, why? It's like, I don't know. Zoe just said it. And he's like, no, I'm available. So we're doing Tabletop Bros tomorrow.
Nice.
Unless we're told otherwise.
Unless you're told no, you're not
We'll,
allowed.
we'll figure something out.
We'll figure it out. Worst case scenario, I'm going to be hanging out with rabbits on the moon. Then on Sunday, that's exactly what we're doing. It's another Final Fantasy stream because we're down to Sarah for a party. Emily, I'm going to let do artwork. And I am going to grind professions in Final Fantasy 14 and make the bunnies happy. They're all named after things that are their passion. So there's one that's called Naming Way that likes to name things.
And there's one that's named Evie
That's
because it's named after the rabbit's passion.
so it's just
that
it's
makes
actually
sense.
a fan of Eevee's then.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice,
passion
that was
is about
good.
Evie, right? Like,
So it's not Eevee, but its passion is
well,
Tonight's-
it's now.
Tonight's episode will be called The Passion of Evie.
chicken and egg.
Passions of the slime.
Not the passions of the slime.
This has scary like connotations.
It's giving Chuck Tingle title. Something I knew Maya specifically would laugh at.
Damn it!
One great.
You know what the worst part about that was? You went Chuck Tingle, my brain went Passion of the Christ, and
Oh,
then
same.
after you
Oh yeah,
said
no,
that,
my
it
brain
was
went.
in the
I was
middle.
going for Passion of the Christ.
I was there with you, Maya.
I'm
But
not
then
a
I
good
was like,
question.
oh no, it could be Chuck Tingle.
But
I
speaking,
know my
Porque no los
my
dos.
ex-Catholic guilt
not
said
both?
Chuck
Passion of
Tingle
the Christ.
would.
Tingle
Chuck
would.
Tingle
Chuck
would.
Tingle would and should.
I mean,
Chuck
say what you
Tingle might
want.
already have.
Say what you want about Chuck Tingle, but he makes one hell of a map. Then on Sunday, Maya got that. Then on Sunday,
Oh.
My head.
Tingle, yeah.
we have that.
Legend of Zelda.
On Monday, the
Okay.
Strength of Thousands AP.
Map has other content. Okay.
I want Chuck Tingle.
Don't
Now
worry about
I
it. Don't
want
worry about it. It was
Chuck
a Zelda.
Tingle
No,
to
we're
make
moving
a
past.
fantasy
We
We're
are.
moving
I'm
on.
trying to.
So
Moving right
adventure,
along.
prison break.
No, well, first
Yes.
Monday.
Episode 100. We're already 20 minutes late.
Jesus Christ, Monday, Strength of Thousands.
Yeah, where's our anime toast run?
I have Trader Joe's power berries that I can run with in my mouth.
Wait. I've got the
Los
quintessential
Angeles
Asian
version.
snack.
We're all really concerned
Strip
about being
chip.
late.
Hold on, watch out for Truck Coon.
Oh boy.
We've driven Will to drink
Yeah, water.
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 Got to drive me to drink.
That's saying something. But Monday night, Strength of Thousands AP. We're bullying the final boss this week.
Yippee!
We bully
Hot.
them.
Or 1/3 of it.
Then, on our lovely Tuesday, the Sprout stream, we're helping Matt with their arms of the
Actually, at this
father.
point, I think we've made my way into the chest by this point.
So now Matt is in the chest of the father. So we're doing that. We're hanging out with Data.
It's the
Awesome.
giant mech thing.
Giant mech. Alexander. Then on Wednesday, speaking of giant mechs, Wild Ambition.
Yeehaw.
There's no giant mechs in Wild Ambition.
Yeah.
But there is a collection of characters, a collection of friends, and now one very, very scared Merle.
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 Well, Merle also gets to reunite with Alessandra and Garl, so at least that's a a highlight.
And Lynx is just chopped liver.
Well,
Speaking of liver, on Thursday nights, Pathfinder 2 had amusing games. If I get the games in tomorrow, which I should be doing, but come and join us. At the beginning of next month, we're going to be doing a 9 to 12, 9 to 10, 11, 12, yeah, a level 9 to 12 scenario, which for those of you who aren't attached to PFS, is really difficult to get to. But in this week's scenario, there was a dragon with a top hat, so that was fun.
Fussy.
And then, of course, Friday, the Astral Calling, the show you're watching right now. And why are you watching the show? Well, I personally think it's because of the wonderful, fantastic, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. The wonderful thing about our cast is that our cast is a wonderful thing. They're bouncy. They're fun. The wonderful thing about our cast.
I don't feel bad about the delays now.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I wanted to do a wonderful thing about Tiggers, but tonight we are joined by our wonderful cast. Starting off with the most wonderful and most judging of me, McKenna.
Vibes.
gladly. Hello, everyone. My name is McKenna Ray Tynan. Tonight I'm playing Experiment 3, version 13, also occasionally known as Evie, our Plasmoid Artificer. You can find me at McKenna Ray Art on most of the places, if not all of them. And what was the question? Was there a
Tonight's
question?
Why'd you bring
wild
it up?
and fabulous question is this. You have a singular opportunity to bring one thing, anything you want, into the world. What did you choose? It can be any fantasy thing. It can be something you make up right now. You get to bring one thing, and that can be living thing, object, whatever you want it to be. What do you pick?
What if I invented like a hard lock on doing shitty things to other people?
Sure.
Can I bring like a
moral
like a
lock.
hard stop to that?
Yeah.
Would love that.
Fair play.
Matt's already doing the gears to see if there's a way that could go wrong, and there probably is.
Well, no, I'm
People-
just like, I feel like I missed part of the question, or McKenna's just being really outside box thinking tonight.
If you could bring any one thing into the world, whether it was something that exists,
Oh,
previously, or something that you make up on the spot right now, and I'm like, if I could
McKenna's not out of the box. Will just made it very vague.
Oh yeah, I made it very
if
vague.
I could
I
just
was
like
thinking an object.
bring an off button for like cruel behavior into the universe, that would be excellent.
Listen, they did that in the Stanley Principle. They can do it here.
Stanley Principle or Stanley Parable?
Stanley Parable.
Either way, I didn't play it.
Talos Principle, Stanley Parable. But speaking of,
Those are things that exist.
they are things that exist. Things that also exist, and we're very happy they do. We have Maya playing Rash tonight.
Hello, everyone. I just took a huge bite. 1 second. I'm gonna crunch off the mic for a hot second.
Love that.
Tonight on Maya's Mukbang.
Tonight on Maya's Mukbang, I wish I'd made something like, actually, I forgot that it was going to be the 100th episode. Otherwise, I would have made something like nice
Aw.
and special. I have
Aw.
shrimp chips.
Mm-hmm.
I have shrimp chips and I have soda. That's tea soda. So that's kind of nice, I guess.
Fair
Very
enough.
nice.
But yeah, no. Hello everybody, playing your resident goblin granny barbarian. And I don't know. God, what would I bring it? I mean, honestly, the hard stop on any outrageous behavior is a great one. I love that.
Well, I'm doing that, so you're free to bring something more fun into the universe.
I mean, I know I already said this last time, but I'm gonna double down on dragons.
Real as fuck.
That's
Gonna
fair.
double down on. Actually, I'm a slightly change it. I want like actual like magic to exist, like tangible, like sorcery magic to
Mm.
exist. Because I think that would just be cool as shit. And
Mhm.
like, yes, I know and I fully believe in the fact that like magic as humans know it throughout history and stuff like that is just science not explained yet. But I want that like fantasy anime bullshit magic as well. I want that shit. You know what I mean, Jellybean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of jelly beans, other things that are sweet. Rose
Aw.
Oh,
playing Luna tonight.
hi everybody. I'm Rose and I'm playing Luna, who's been putting the Pal in Paladin for 100 episodes now. And if I'm actually torn between two things. And I feel like this is also very on brand for Luna, but one, I would like to bring like a new color into the world, like a color that nobody's ever seen before. Um,
I'm
because
sorry,
I just think that would be
pink already exists.
no,
There
like
could be a pink
on the
pink.
color spectrum, like something you can't even imagine. Like there's a whole new color, right? Um, I don't mean like Vanta Black. I mean like I'm not raising my hand.
Oh, you
Thank you.
raised your hand. That
No.
moved all the
Um,
canvas.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, it switched back.
Uh, and then the other thing that I'm torn between are like tangible clouds, like ones that you could like lie on that are like super duper soft.
Hmm.
And maybe
Huh.
they taste like cotton candy. I don't know. But this is where my brain is this
This sounds like you
Friday.
want massive amounts of cotton candy.
I mean,
Yeah, but it's
who
not
doesn't?
sticky.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of not sticky, Matt playing Darius
You know what?
tonight.
I appreciate that descriptor. I hate being sticky, which is one of the reasons I hate the sun.
Wait, you hate the sun?
I refuse to submit to the tyranny of a thing in space that I've never voted for.
What did the sun ever do to you?
Wild.
gave me-
Apparently it made him sticky.
It gave me involuntary freckles on my shoulder and possible skin problems for the rest of my
Oh.
life.
I love my
Rip.
shoulder freckles.
Really?
I'm sorry that you don't like yours.
They were mine a result of a sunburn. That's why I don't like them.
Really.
That sounds like
Um,
a skill issue.
I think
Oh, yeah,
shoulder
it was.
freckles are cute.
I didn't wear enough sunscreen that day. It was my own fault, really, but still,
Sun brings so many good things. I'll be quiet.
that's okay. Me not beating those vampire allegations, though. I'm here to play Terius, our wonderful cleric, who I want my wife.
What did you do to my wife?
I want to know she is safe. I have a very specific set of skills, and none of them are really good about getting my wife safe.
Oh.
Darius out here being the Odysseus of our group.
Here, Evie, hold this torch for me.
Why?
I need 6 people to hold these torches.
God damn!
It's not a problem. Wait,
Matt.
it's dark in here, and don't pay attention to what's something that's swimming under the water. It's fine.
Oh.
What a
Okay.
deep pull.
I've watched so many animatics of Epic the
Oh.
Musical. I knew the Odyssey before. I really know parts of it now. Admittedly, parts of it are different in the retelling. But
Yeah.
in terms of the thing I would bring into the world, I'm going to default to the thing that I always describe as my supervillain scheme. I would bring into the world an intangible, and invincible mental network that connects everyone's brains in the world, so that if you hurt someone, you feel their pain.
Do you want the Borg? Because this is how you get the Borg.
Hey, no, we're not sharing minds. It's
I mean,
just
I did do this on the Wednesday night show.
It is a feedback thing for if you hurt someone else, you're going to feel their pain. And this is not very well thought out. That's why I call it my supervillain scheme.
Yeah, this
Speaking
is
of
bad.
supervillains, someone who probably would make a great one, Chad.
Just don't have the
Playing
energy.
them.
It's like, yes, I hate people, but I don't have the energy to put that much time into
If you just applied yourself more, Jack.
Yeah, it's like my energy is more removing myself from people than like making their experiences worse, even if maybe they deserve it.
Yeah, same.
I don't
But yes,
know. I'm always ready to throw hands.
I am playing Van the Upteran Fey Wanderer Ranger.
Nice. And Chad, what thing? What's your thing?
I don't know. I could have been thinking this entire time for something. Didn't. Just wasn't doing that when I probably should have been. I really have no clue. Not even the inklings of an idea.
That's fair.
Well, what if it was just like a really nice
Whose idea do you vote for?
Oh no,
Yeah.
that
All of
means
us.
one
Which
idea.
idea would you vote
You know, I
for?
can tell you
Wish
what.
for a really big cake.
You know what I can tell you? Definitely not Matt's.
Mm.
And maybe it says more about me, but him explaining his just made me think of all the terrible ways that goes wrong.
All will be one.
Yeah, you're the shark in the shark tank. Whose idea are you funding?
Oh no. Not mine.
Listen, magic.
How you want a mageocracy? That's how we get a
Bullshit
mageocracy.
magic.
Like, I'm in a way I'm down. My problem is that they like you do magic and it's an escalation tactic, but then and maybe this is I'm looking at the bad things of everything first because that's me as a person, I guess. And I have I have weird issues of like just preventing people from shit, and then what are the rules? Like what counts? That one that one gets me. And I guess Rose gets it by default somehow.
Because she's
like,
shimmying?
No, because the other ones I'm seeing problems
He's vetoed all
with.
the others.
And
Oh,
I
wait.
can't
So I
But
would
Chad-
by
like a
default.
We still haven't gotten to mine.
Oh boy.
I don't like that smile.
I don't trust
I don't like it one bit.
So hear me out. I'm Will, also known as Tabletop Roles on the internet. And for my item, a pen and paper that basically whenever you write on it, it creates that thing.
That's my idea.
That's also a terrible idea. Like terrible in that it would do terrible things.
Like, hear me out.
That's
Scribble
how you
knots.
get Doodle Bob.
Scribble knots, but make it real life.
That's just you answering this question infinitely over and over and over again.
We're getting a new color.
There's a whole
Yeah.
Twilight Zone episode about this.
Oh,
Twilight Zone.
I mean,
for
Rose-
those, if this question ever
Again,
becomes
this
to
is
what's your
Doodle
what's your
Bob
best TV show
Erasure,
ever, that's the
which is
answer.
ironically how that
you know, I
episode
didn't think
ended.
that you would like vampire shows, but here we are. And now I'm going to roll an ad break and the intro.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh.
I didn't know that was a TV show.
I have a
Well,
clarifying question for our
And we're back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The discussion about Rose's new color got very heated during the intro chat. But last time on the Astral Calling, our party made their way to the prison that was holding Captain Cypress. After dealing with said prison and making their way inside, using a boat or flying to cross the river of the hollowed out stone to get to the central pillar, they began to make their way into the prison. Whilst doing so, after dealing with a living bit of the sewer water, our party began to look around the bottom area of the prison, and they found a group of kobolds who were beginning their own prison break. Deciding 2 heads are better than all 8 of the kobolds one, our party decided to enlist them in their help with their prison break. They began to make their way up into the higher levels of the prison, and I believe that's where we left off last time.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we had just gotten uniforms from that guard, whose name is escaping me at the moment because he wasn't all that important.
Who's Dave?
Steve?
Sure.
The only one that I remember is Steve, and we hate him.
No, Steve's the bad guy.
He's fine. He's not that bad.
I thought he was the one that was like super into it.
Yeah, Steve.
Yes.
Steve is the guy that we know that is like drink the
Like,
Kool-Aid.
drank-
Oh,
fully
Steve's the
drank-
bad one.
Yeah, drank the
Yeah.
Kool-Aid.
Edwin
that guy.
is Edwin is the
Edwin.
guy who
Edwin.
gave the keys and all that and everything and told
Yeah,
me
we
this.
like Edwin.
Edwin.
Yes. Edwin. And Edwin, yeah, helped us with the costumes and all of that.
As Edwin is wont to do. But yeah.
Yeah.
So you've all gotten those items. The kobolds are now like 3 of them in one uniform each. Just stacked on one top of another.
Don't be suspicious. Don't
Don't
be
be
suspicious.
Suspicious.
That is
Don't
very
be suspicious,
convincing.
don't be suspicious.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now I suggest only one head talk at a time.
Well,
if
the
you
other ones
must
are
talk.
muzzled.
Now the middle one goes.
Close enough.
Wait, do they have like a mask or anything?
They have muzzles.
No, but I mean the one on top. Is it just gonna look like a really tall kobold?
Yes.
Yeah.
So now he looks like a
Basically-
really, really skinny lizard.
He looks like a dragonborn.
Okay, I was gonna make them like a mask, but I think that would look even more suspicious.
Now he's just an Asian. So
What if I make them look like a warforged? I'll workshop it. Let's go.
So from the central basically pillar that you're in, it looks like how this prison's laid out. Basically, the central pillar is used as the main shaft up. However, it's separated by several different solid rock floors. In order to get up there, you have to basically go out to the sides and then go back to the center. So you basically have to go up and then for people who play WoW, it's very similar to the architecture of a Blackrock Spire, where there's multiple ways to the dungeon, but eventually you'll make your way to the very top just from the way that you have to move through to go up. So, the first fork that you come to gives you two options. They are both labeled because this is like a place of I almost said a place of business, but this is a prison. And it says holding cells and labor center.
Ew.
Your two options.
I mean, holding cells, right?
I think so.
Yeah, we probably want to get in there.
Yeah. Okay. Let's crack that open.
Okay. So you
Is there
go
any
up.
sort of solitary confinement sort of arrow situation?
No, it's basically at each junction, just like the two areas that's connected to are labeled. To the back, it says entry and guards quarters. So
Loot?
Hmm. Let us focus on people first.
Very good, very good.
I know. Tough call. I agree.
so
Rash is
you
like peering around the corner of the barracks, and she's just like, all right, we go rescue first.
Yes.
so you make your way up that sort of first stairwell, and then it takes you to like a long bridge that's like covered with iron grating. Um, you can see above you. There's several other of these bridges that come from the sides of the prison into the center. Luckily, this one appears to be empty, and so you're able to move right across it. And eventually, you make it into an area that is just basically the walls of the prison, with metal bars that appear to have been like stone melded into them, with massive groups of people behind them. There's like maybe 10, 15 per a 10 by 10 cell. And other than that, this corridor is relatively empty.
Is there any like I don't know, buttons or things that look like it could release? Like if we just wanted to prison break right now and
Yeah, just like
release
flip.
everyone.
You're not seeing any buttons of that. And upon closer inspection to like the bars near you, if you want, you can make me Arcana or Investigation checks.
I will.
Those things
I
I'm
will
super
too.
awesome at.
That's 2, but that's still gonna be a 12.
That's 4 is appropriate.
I'll do
I'm
investigation.
gonna mow
I
my way through
guess.
this.
Yo, okay, that's not bad. Rash has seen her fair share of prisons.
Yeah, Rash with the 18.
Fair enough. No, yeah, go with that. So Rash, these bars are very interesting. They are solid, but when you go to touch them, they're almost like liquid. Like it's almost like a liquid mercury bar situation. And so like as you
Evie,
go,
it's
there's like
like
a little
you.
bit of a ripple. That's actually a very apt response.
What do you mean it is like me?
All the
It
people
seemed
in these
to
cells, by the way,
reform.
are just standing facing the wall.
Mm. Hello?
Don't like this at all.
I'm gonna poke the bar.
So as you poke the bar, it ripples. That's it.
The whole thing or just the bar?
Just the bar, just the
Like
bar
like
that
the
you poked.
spaces in between, like does it
It-
feel like a force shield kind of vibe?
Nope.
Am I able to get like my
Oh,
arms past to where I kind of want to see if it's different depending direction? So I want to get like one of the bolts for my crossbow
Okay.
between the bars and then pull it through from the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can totally do that. That's fine.
And it actually like, goes through?
Yep. They're
Can
just
I,
the
like-
bars themselves are like this like liquid metal.
Put my hands between the bars and
So as you put your hands between the bar, can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
yeah, I can. I don't know if I want to. Oh, actually, Constitution saving is pretty good for me.
One would hope.
22.
One would
That's
hope.
success. You'll take half of this damage.
Oh.
Goblin stomach.
Damage.
Oh boy, here we
As
go.
the metal, as you put your hands into it, you realize is molten on the inside.
No, 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 I'm not
so-
putting my hands into the metal. I'm putting my hands into the space between two metal
Oh,
bars.
the space between the two metal bars is fine. But if you
Yeah,
go to like
I'm-
touch the metal bars to like separate them from there, that's when you get molten metal.
So try
Yeah,
and move
I'm
them
trying
from
to
their
like
spot.
specifically when I'm like trying to like move that, like basically like pry open.
So yeah, by prying them open, you start touching
Gotcha.
When
molten
you
metal.
touch it, yeah.
Okay.
So that'll be 13 points of fire
But nothing
damage.
happened when I poked it.
6d12. Dang.
Interesting.
So
Wait,
basically
fire
lava.
damage you
I
said?
guess once there's a little bit of force to actually get below the surface.
I'm like, I can't have that at all, can I?
I want to try something.
Go for it.
I'm gonna take out my old non+1 mace.
Okay.
And I'm going to try pushing it into one of the bars.
It melts.
Through the handle.
Yep.
Okay, that's why I didn't use the +1. So I think I'm not sure it could
Like,
destroy a magic weapon.
As the head of the mace goes into the bar, it hisses, pops, and boils and melts.
Interesting, interesting. Ah.
Well, actually, well, hold on a sec. Did I get any impression? Well, I don't know if this would be easy to tell or not, but did I get any impression that is it just sort of like a static beam almost of heat, or is it like that the metal bars on the inside where they are molten are like flowing downwards constantly? Did I get a
Yes.
sense?
Flowing downwards constantly.
Okay.
Interesting. Can I examine the top? Like,
Yeah.
where is the...
If people want to examine the top, they can make me investigation checks.
Please
If we can stop the...
redirect.
We could redirect. We could stop the flow. Investigation. We're both on this.
So there is what appears to be at basically the top and the bottom where the bars are coming, rune etched metal devices that are
Interesting.
inlaid into like the inside of the stone that are causing like a almost like heat resistant piping to happen and contain them. You think if you were to disable them in that way, it would basically, if you were to disable them at that source, it would basically cause the molten whatever metal this is to start to basically just like spray out like a fire sprinkler, and would probably be
So-
relatively dangerous.
So we
Probably-
need to shut it off then and not disrupt.
And unless there's an incredibly elaborate pipe system happening, it's possible this is all happening above us. Unless it's... I have a hard time thinking that they have like just like a like in a pond with the metal flowing down and then through some
Yes.
pipes back
And
up
we are
and
sure
over
there is
and
no-
over again.
There's no giant switch on the wall, yes?
There is a large giant switch on the wall. It does
There's
say
a large
alarm.
giant switch on the wall.
It sets off the alarm. Okay, but how they released these prisoners earlier?
They have
There
a
They
is a
must have
wand.
had some way. Oh, the wand.
I think this is a bespoke prison. They have like very specialized control tools for it. Though speaking of the thing with the alarm, just in
Fancy
case,
pants technology.
I would like to take out of my bag just the equivalent of like some goop and
Okay.
just try and jam the alarm button.
Roll for goop.
What am I rolling for goop?
What do you think Darius would roll for goop? Smith tools.
I don't know.
Religion
Crafting,
for
just
prayer.
What
mostly
does your
because-
heart feel for goop?
Actually, I would think this almost would be a dexterity, and I might actually want to call Evie over for this because they might be a little better at this.
Evie, goop
Yeah,
can
She's
answer.
goop.
And you've probably got alchemic goop, so
pretty good with
I
goop.
want to like essentially like super glue a light switch locked into position.
Fun
Do you think I
fact,
could use
that's the
some
fire
alchemist
hose.
supplies to help with that?
I
Will?
would totally let you do that.
Okay.
I will say,
Actually-
don't do that to an actual light switch. It's a fire hazard.
Sweet. That's going to be a 27.
Sweet.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be a success. You and Darius, with the power of alchemy and prayer, goop up the light switch.
I don't want anything to do with Darius's prayer goo.
No, you literally just hear him. Please, Spark of Creation, let Evie jam the shit out of this light source.
Just
or
for
this
you,
alarm.
Rose.
Which it might be the first time you've heard Darius swear, honestly.
Wow.
Praise.
As you basically are
We've been
doing
rubbing off
that,
on him.
Someone
and
cover
you
Luna's
make
ears.
a fair amount of noise doing
Luna
so.
curses now.
That's true.
You'll kind of hear from one of the further in cells. Oi!
I don't want to hear from any incels.
Yeah.
He walks away.
Thank you.
One of the
Rose,
further
McKenna,
cells
both
in.
immediately
Yeah,
picked up on it.
Perhaps the better way, one of the cells further.
One of the
in.
cells
In the
further
cell.
in.
Within the cells.
Yeah. Anyway.
No, we leave the
Okay.
incel
This
in
is
the
a
cell.
great episode, y'all.
Okay, I'll play ball. I'll go over. What?
As you move over to that cell, inside of the cell is the lone occupant. You see a Mao with a draconic tattoo.
Oh, with the tattoo, the man with the dragon tattoo. Oh,
on
who
their
are you?
back
And what does
right
that
hip.
tattoo mean?
It's a mark of my order.
I'm sure that was like the most important thing to ask.
There he is. There it is. Psst, 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 psst.
Darius ambles over,
Darius,
unsure as to why.
I can't believe that's the first time anyone's done that this whole campaign.
I'm honestly actually surprised too.
You're just lucky I didn't say, that is a horrible thing to say on my homeworld. How dare you? You don't get to say that.
That would be fair.
Oh my god.
as Darius walks over, Darius, you will see this Mao, and you will recognize immediately the branding on her side as a Heretics brand.
Oh.
It is
Heretics.
someone who who was once part of like the Sparks faith, who basically broke the tenets so egregiously that they were pushed out of it.
They copied someone's homework. Which is the most unoriginal thing you can do.
You're a homework copier. That's why they put you in here.
Oh, I like you.
I'm a patent breaker, but that's beside the point.
Oh, what's worse, you did it for money, not for self-improvement. Oh, that's worse.
Technically, aren't in a way patents.
So you
That's for
stole
money.
someone's scientific creations? I didn't even realize people did that.
I
Does that-
borrowed it so that it could be released to the wider public and used by all instead of a select few.
I am going
Listen,
to ask
some
a
of those-
question.
Yes.
That seems noble to me.
I'm going to ask a question that I know what kind of reaction I'm going to get, but I have to ask it.
Mhm.
Because does this matter?
Well,
We're just
we're
establishing
releasing
things.
them.
Also-
Yeah, but like, is this a be in the Chalcidian Order's prison level crime?
Is that why the Chalcidian Order arrested you for stealing a
No,
patent?
I was captured along with a number of other Mao.
I can't imagine they would care about patents.
Yes, they invaded the home world, and I managed to put up a little bit more of a fight than the others. So they took me here. They said something about breaking me in. But what they've tried so far hasn't really worked.
Do you have any idea why?
Perhaps I'm just mentally stronger than some of the people in these other cells.
Probably not. If you had to steal patents. What?
This is me saying this, not Darius.
Okay.
Darius is stony face.
We're being
So-
really hostile here when like this person's not the enemy.
Evie is following Darius's lead and also does take some amount of umbrage with like stealing someone else's discovery.
Rash is gonna take Evie aside and just go, Evie. From my understanding, it doesn't seem like this mouse, like, yes, they stole patent. It sounds more like they Robin Hooded patent. Does Robin Hood exist in this universe? They do now.
We don't know that.
That's basically what they said. They said
Yeah,
they
some of
took
the
patent to make it more accessible to general public, which does sound kind of like a good thing.
It depends on what the patent was for, Rash.
Hey, Mao,
Okay,
what was the
Yes.
patent for?
No,
I took it from
perhaps.
an agricultural monastery that was centered around. Yes, they're called monasteries.
You know what? You know what? I think
Yes.
any crime against the thing that would call itself that is a-okay by
Hey,
me.
Darius
Them
grew
is
up in a
down.
monastery.
It loses something in the translation.
But
All
specifically,
crimes against monasteries are okay by
she
me.
basically stole like a patent that was for a hybrid sprinkler and fertilizer system for agricultural needs.
I don't know what all that plant shit means, but it seems like it's fine.
Yeah, I also just
Depends
think
on what it
it's.
was being used for.
Make farm go good.
I also just think
Make
like
farm go burr.
right
Okay.
now.
Yeah, I
We have bigger fish to fry. Yes, I understand.
fish.
I just want to see
They
if
both
she was
look at you.
trustworthy.
We will get fish. You know what? Actually, and she goes into her little like pocket thing, and she doesn't have like obviously she doesn't have like fish sticks on her.
Fish jerky.
She does have fish jerky, and she also has little like fish
Scooby
flakes.
snacks.
Like the little like flakes that you put on takoyaki, like that kind of thing.
Oh, the bonito flakes.
Yeah,
Bonito.
the bonito flakes. She's got some fish jerky and some bonito flakes that she sprinkles on, and she like gives one to Darius, and she's gonna try to pass one through the bars.
Oh yeah, it passes through the bars. As long as you don't go through the metal, you're fine.
Okay.
She will
I'm
take it
gonna
and eat it.
I'm gonna like gesture to try and whisper conspiratorially to Vim.
Mm-hmm.
Can you make them think their release will be contingent upon them giving us any useful information? We're still gonna let them go regardless. But you know, if we just say we're gonna let them go, then they lose all motivation to give us information.
Well, we'll see how forthcoming they are. So,
Okay.
Dark Darius.
so,
I am
oh,
objective driven.
So you put up a little bit more of a fight. So maybe have you like picked up anything about how this place works or how this place could not work? Maybe
They take you into a central area for the education. It's about 2 floors up. What they do is they place you into the center of a magical circle, and from what I can tell, psionic energy is channeled through it from another source somewhere on that floor. And as that psionic energy is channeled through you, it attempts to basically take over your mind and make you more not persuaded, but more
Malleable.
not even malleable,
Compliant?
compliant. Yes. I have seen it mess with a number of the people. These are sort of the go-between cells. The newest batch, and they kind of point to the next door, to the next couple down that you saw, where they were all just like facing one way.
Mm-hmm.
The less they move, the closer they are to being done. The last batch just were taken upstairs towards another area. They said that they were, now that they've been fully reprogrammed, they were going to be taken to another spot.
They did have that placard for the labor camps.
But do we think that the captain is there? Or do we think
Probably.
that they are being held separately? Because I do remember some concerning information that they were being tortured specifically.
Yeah.
In a weird self-flagellation kind of vibe.
Well, I don't know if I would take it to that, but maybe. Regardless, we just need to find her and get out.
Excuse me, Miss Mao. What is
Yes.
your name?
Oh,
I feel rude
Noshini.
just calling you Mao. Nanchini?
Noshini.
Nashini.
Yes.
I
So
look to Darius to see if that rings any bells for Darius.
Darius, if you want, you can make a history
not
check.
all Mao know
Or-
each other.
No,
also a
but
big
Darius
planet.
might know this one.
12.
So Nashini is relatively infamous.
Oh.
Oh,
See,
A bad girl.
ooh, she like a little hacker girl.
She was devoted to the spark. She was a very high-ranking cleric who cast off her religion in favor of, instead of asking the spark for power, basically forcing the power to be given to her so that she could accomplish greater tasks. It hasn't led to her downfall, and she's never done anything openly hostile to the world, but she definitely, there's a whole order of people that follow her and her beliefs, and they're one of the reasons that specifically the Mao have been seen more outside of their home world, because the Nashini's followers tend to be more interested in gathering information and knowledge however they can so it can be used for the betterment of what they think is a community, rather than discovering the information themselves. They're more aggressive.
They're more interested in application rather than
Theory.
yeah.
Okay, so
They're a little bit more rash than the most Mao.
That's why I love them.
so I hear that you stole some patents to kind of spread the information around, so it's not hoarded or anything. So I can see that maybe you think about how things work and how they could work better and everything, and maybe in that side. Have you seen anything here where might be a good way to mess their order up?
Break system.
There is, from what I can tell, this place is not powered by the same central coil that the city outside of it is. It has its own power center. If you could find that and disable it, that might be able to help your cause out. But other than that, I'm afraid
Do you think the
I've been
power
very
center
limited.
would be up or down?
I would assume up. It's a high value target.
Okay.
I leave the fish jerky bag with
We will
her.
get you out of here.
She will eat the fish jerky bag. Thank you.
Just the bag.
The bag of fish jerky. She will eat it all.
I leave the bag of fish jerky. I do keep the bonito flakes in case Darius gets snacky.
Leave the fish jerky, keep the bonito flakes.
Yeah.
Or keep the bonito flakes, leave the fish jerky.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
You think you have the if you skills to maybe free other people from their cells?
If I was out of here, I could definitely do that. Those who have become more compliant will be difficult to. Will need to break whatever enchantment or effect is on them, but I suspect dealing with the source of it would break it for largely everyone.
What's the source of it?
I'm yet to see it.
The re-education center.
The compliance is more about just kind of settling down and not acting out, or can they direct them to do
They
things?
can direct them to do things.
Okay.
And many of them don Calistigian armor and become foot soldiers.
Ooh, that's not.
We can break them of that.
We have
They
term
have
for that
hope.
in Goblin Army. Cannon fodder.
I just don't want to accidentally mark someone that we could potentially.
Oh.
But if they come at us and attack us in Calistigian, there's only so much recourse you can do without being pretty final about it.
Sure.
We can toggle non-lethal.
Yes. Regardless, it sounds like we need to go up.
And quickly, we've been here a while.
Yeah.
Yes.
We will try to free you.
We will for you.
I appreciate that.
Alright. So yeah, I guess let's find a good direction to go up then.
Do you want to go back? Do you want to continue up through here? Or do you want to go back to that last T junction?
I guess I asked real quick, like, do you have any idea like what is even close following this path?
Well, the next floors, it should be either more holding cells, and I believe that there was a guards, not a guards barracks, but like a guards control
room?
room,
Oh, that's even better.
a mustering room.
Mm.
Well, we look like guards, so maybe we could check it out if we needed to.
Oh yeah, what tipped you off to us not being guards?
I mean,
Was it us gumming up the...
you were all sort of speaking, and then I heard someone saying, "Gum them up." Someone prayed to the spark. You know.
Okay,
Also,
no,
probably not the outfits, right? We're not all
note
dressed.
to group. Maybe we should be more subtle.
Mhm.
I mean, that's assuming that the next person to see us doesn't immediately just say, intruders!
Fair.
Or just point and go,
Yeah.
Alright, so up, I guess, if we can find a way up.
Yeah.
Forward
There
and
is
up.
just another set of stairs, and as you continue up it, we're going to roll an ad break. We'll be right back.
Thank you, back.
As you make your way through that iron gate, that iron caged walkway, you eventually come back towards the central pillar, where there are now two more basically up and atom stairwells that lead to other sort of walkways. Um, Two options: cell block and guard muster point C.
Only if we can tango in the cell.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. I was hoping someone would say it.
No, there is no dancing in Obelisk. It is
But
against
that's
the
why
law.
they're in jail.
I feel we should go to the guard post first, because there's potentially a lot of
Did you just-
options. Sorry?
Maya added another musical to the mix and added Footloose.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're just cracking musicals jokes. It's fine.
Well, musical theater never hurt anyone. Well, unless you were in the Spider-Man musical.
See, I feel like I could be a really good mayor of a footless town. Someone who's just
That's
mean.
not a good thing.
No, I just think I would find it fun for a little while.
I would love to have Will, here's my pitch for a Footloose episode.
You want to do a Footloose episode? We can do a Footloose episode at some point.
I would love for this to be the Footloose episode. The jailbreak happens and everyone starts dancing.
Episode title.
That
Episode
cut
100,
Footloose.
not the Footloose episode.
Yeah.
Hey, you have to put it on the thumbnail, Matt.
Okay.
Which way are y'all heading?
I vote to the guard post.
Yeah, I mean, are we
Yeah.
planning on fighting the guards when we get there?
I mean, if you call it a fight, yeah.
Okay,
I
Darius
wanna-
is itching for a fight, so
I want
I want to do something actionable.
to try and like be a little sneaky.
Yeah,
Just a little sneaky.
Make me just a little stealth check then.
I want to be a little sneaky
Make
while
me a
I'm
stealth check.
peering around whatever corner until we like roll up on the guard post.
As the only paladin,
Mm-hmm.
perhaps ever, that's good at stealth,
Motherfuck!
I too will try.
You certainly
I will-
try.
Oh, yeah. With a +10, it's a 13.
I'm staying 20 feet behind everyone because I
I-
probably sound like a scrap metal yard moving.
I didn't fare much better with a plus 13. I got
Me
a
and
16.
Luna looking like Scooby-Doo characters, stacking our heads across, like just peering around the corner.
oh fuck it, why not?
We've got Scooby snacks for
If you
Darius.
use the
That's
stealth
gonna be
case.
that's a dirty, filthy 20. On
mean-
stealth, because why not?
So, you all begin to stealthily make your way up the stairs. And it's at that moment that you all notice something.
Yeah.
There's an
kobolds are
extra
missing.
person stealthing.
The goblins
no.
are missing!
But that's a problem for later, you.
Possibly
As-
not our problem.
As you
Oh,
continue
we
up,
didn't even get a check for that. Oh no.
Oh no!
As-
Oh
as
no!
you
Wait,
continue-
we didn't even get a passive for that!
oh, you did get a passive.
Oh, they
When
must have
did
rolled
we-
pretty well
When did we check that? Oh, was
Is-
that weird roll?
because my passive perception's pretty good.
It is. It's pretty good, Chad.
God damn. Alright.
So,
Kobold buddies.
kobolds are MIA for the moment. Or MAIA. if you
Boo.
prefer.
Boo.
But as you're making your way up the stairs, you do eventually come into a large room. Give me 1 second. I'm going to see if this
Map.
works. There is.
We
There-
get a
there's
fun
a map.
map?
There's a map.
We
There's
exist in a
map,
physical
there's a map,
space.
There's a map. There's a map. There's a map. This
Physical
is-
space.
Hooray for corporeal hijinks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, this is promising.
Oh no,
where-
it's populated
you're-
by handsome men.
as you're walking
I was
up,
gonna say, why do these men have like a little bit of riz on them? Like, hello?
As you're walking up the stairs, whoever's leading is leading, so you can rearrange yourselves as you'd like.
I can't see where we are.
I think Rash and our beacon of hope probably is leading.
Oh, there we are.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say I'm usually in the front of things.
Yeah, as we Scooby Doo around the corner.
As you're walking up, you can see what appears to be a number of guards, sort of relaxing. Some of them are eating. Some of them appear to be
Excuse me.
smoking.
Just like, hello, my good hot men.
Yeah, hello, fellow guy.
There appear to be two
Rat-
having a conversation.
Those days are not behind Rash.
But more importantly, in the center of the room is what appears to be a metal Captain Cypress.
What? Oh,
Oh,
it's a shiny variant.
a metal.
Ah,
Interesting.
Does this seem like
Interesting.
just like a copy of the evil one, or does it seem like the evil one is a robot?
Is a
It
robot?
seems like a thing made in the likeness.
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, so
Interesting.
we're
what was the
sure.
perception roll for that you just rolled a nat 20 on Rose?
Oh, I was making a roll to see if Luna noticed that it was not the actual Cypress.
Oh, honey.
She very much knows that that is not the actual Cypress.
Well,
Thank
Mhm.
God.
So,
That's
I'm.
character growth right there.
Oh,
Well, actually, hold
we all
on.
got extra hero points from chat.
Oh, thank you, Chad.
Thank you.
Can we be clear though, with a natural
Morpho.
20, with a natural 20 from our beacon of hope, Is there any sort of actual shenanigans going on here, Will? They haven't painted Cypress silver and attempting to trick us?
No, they have not golden-eyed Cypress.
Or Robotniked?
Gold
Like,
fingered.
they haven't
Yeah.
That'd be
unwillingly
crazy.
roboticized Cypress?
They have not roboticized Cypress. It is
Chad, I got him.
You didn't have to.
Every now and
Rash is
then.
gonna sally up to the cafeteria and grab a plate of food.
Rash, as you
Judge it.
walk up, the guy beside you kind of looks over to you and says, "Hey there, haven't seen you around before."
Um,
And I'll put
Rash
you
is
beside
gonna.
the calf man.
I wanna pick maybe this guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
I won't go up to the big group. I feel nervous.
the big group
If
is
it-
smoking, so they're not.
It feels like my
Ew.
first day at school.
Do
I don't
they-
want to go up to the cool kid table. Rash is gonna just kind of like, oh yes, I am. How you say new recruit?
Ah,
Hmm.
welcome.
Is the food any good here? She kind of like picks at her plate.
I mean, it's slop, but it's slop we don't got to pay for.
Free slop is good slop.
Yep.
Do they? And she kind of gestures subtly over at the giant robot. Do they get any good slop or just normal slop like us?
The warden is very particular about their diet. They have certain standards for themselves that they must always be meeting.
Yes. And that wouldn't be like an oil can situation. Ha ha ha.
Now that's one of the enforcer golems. You're new here. If any of the prisoners get too rowdy on the lower levels, and they point to the one with different artwork on the map. We get the captain over there with the control rod to head down and give them a good fright. What squad are you in?
They gave me a bunch of numbers.
What, a bunch of numbers. 2 numbers too much for you? There's only 13.
She holds up like her hands and is just like,
She is good with fighting, not so
Hmm.
much numbers.
Probably squad 12 then.
I can hit things.
Yes.
Definitely squad 12 then.
What about your squad?
Oh, are y'all going to move over to this one guy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
are you
he's shouting
sallying
across
up
the
to
room.
this
You
one
can all
guy?
move over to him then.
Oh yes, pleased to meet you.
We're squad 7. We're on breakdown
Nice.
here.
Kakashi squad. Excellent.
God damn it, Rose.
Does Rose get a hero point for that, Will?
Yes, Rose, you get a hero point for that.
Does this guy have like a mask over his
No,
face?
he does not. He's just a guy, believe it.
Does he have beautiful lips?
No, I won't believe it.
Oh no, he's just a guy. He's just an everyman. He looks like every single guy that you've
Does he have-
seen.
Does he have a little book on him?
No.
Okay.
What's his name? What's his name, Will?
What's his mother's name?
Ethan.
His
Ethan.
mother's name is Ethan?
No, his name
His
is
mother's
Green.
name is no. His mother's
It's-
name is Ethan now.
It's
Ethan,
canon.
son
It's
of
the Ethan
Ethan.
family. They're all
Ethan,
Ethans.
son of Ethan.
I love her.
Evie does her best to look like nervous and like mistrustful and asks, "Has that machine ever malfunctioned? It looks dangerous."
Oh yeah, I killed Dave a few years ago.
Oh,
Yeah, it breaks all the time.
how did that happen?
Rest in peace, Dave.
Ah, fuck Dave.
Fuck
Oh,
Dave.
Yeah, there you go.
did Dave have it coming?
He was just a strange guy.
Papa, he had it coming.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck
Strange
that guy.
how?
It's just strange. Talked about adventuring and a whole bunch of other things all the time. Had a bunch of magical items to his name. Just a strange guy.
Where'd
Oh.
those go?
I don't
Is
know.
that same fucker from Wild Ambition?
Dave died. We don't talk about Dave.
What is this weird obsession with Dave? I don't understand it. Um,
Now Rash really wish she had looted that room. Maybe she could have found Dave's shit.
yeah. How do you stop it from malfunctioning then?
The guard captain's got a control rod. That usually tends to make it work.
Didn't they have the control rod last time with
No, they
Dave?
didn't keep it with the captain. The captains didn't keep it on them at the time. It was
I
in a
see.
sort of break glass in case of emergency
Kind of a
situation.
live and learn situation.
Well, die and learn, but yeah.
Die and learn situation.
Is the captain like? How do you stay on their good side?
They're fine, just don't be an idiot. So, points
Oh.
to Rash, they might have a problem, but other than that.
Oh.
Expert.
Oh.
So
But I have fist.
Yeah,
That is what I joined for.
Steven
don't-
doesn't like folks like that, what can I say? Oh,
You
don't
know-
call him Steve. Have to go by his full name. Captain Steven.
Steven?
Captain Steven.
Captain Steven.
Captain
okay.
Steven.
On the note of not being an idiot and trying to make a reasonable impression, being new and everything, and already seeing the way this place works out, is there a way for you to kind of help us get the layout of the building a little better so we're not running off in bad directions?
I'm surprised that your commanding officer isn't walking around with you if y'all are new here.
No, we
Us
were
too.
abandoned pretty easily.
But just, Squad
Yeah.
12 doesn't really do that. They've always been sort of a strange bunch.
Mm,
Making us pick up the slack.
Mm.
I
Well,
appreciate
But we want to
that.
be better, so if we could the layout of this place, we could
make me
be.
persuasion check, Chad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Can
I
I
will do
add a
that.
little stank on this persuasion check by zhuzhing up his gruel?
You can certainly try.
Darius is not confident in his ability to fake this whole situation, so he is not saying anything and is playing up the strong silent type.
Can I say,
Hmm.
Can I say I use performance because I'm zhuzhing up the food?
Yeah, I'd allow it.
Okay.
You zhuzh up his food a little bit. You make the gruel less grueling.
I don't need to even do it. Why do I bother doing anything when Vim's here?
Good advantage in charisma checks anyway.
Vimbus and Angeline and Malpias ain't all there. But
No.
It's just one syllable.
Vim, yeah, they warm up too. But yeah, anything particular you're looking for? I know that
Really
12
just
tends to hang out near sort of the higher floors with the re-education center and those bastards.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, they told me about the re-education center because of fists.
Yeah, have you all seen? Well, no, you probably haven't if you've not been up there yet.
No.
Hey, listen, I like you all. You all seem like good people. You all
Aw,
don't seem
thank
like
you.
assholes. You made my food taste better. That's enough for me. There's a sort of rite of passage that all the newbies have to go through at some point where they have to face the thing that does the re-education. It's fucking scary. It's just I don't know. Have you ever seen someone's head, but the inside of it, the thing that moves your body?
Yes.
Well, maybe
Oh,
not you.
yes.
The brain.
Yeah, it's just a giant one of those things.
I see it when things pour out of head.
It's just a giant one of those brains that's just plugged into the wall of stone. It's real
Okay, Mother
strange.
Brain.
Yeah, right?
Some Metroid goodness.
McKenna is
Okay.
concerned.
Yeah, so is Maya, especially if it's any Metroid goodness.
I'm thinking Elder Brain.
Elder Brains and I've done
This is-
too much Baldur's Gate 3
You
for
guys
that.
haven't. You
I
guys
don't
didn't eat
know
any
if-
of the food, did you? There's no
Is this thing?
tadpoles
He
in
has
the food.
not.
Is this thing living?
Rash had picked at her gruel, but she had not eaten it because it looked like gruel.
Okay.
Is this?
Can Evie make some kind of check to see if she would recognize stories of giant brains?
Yeah. Make me
Oh.
it's technically a Arcana check.
Sounds good to me. 12.
No, see, Evie, you've never really been interested in brains. They don't
That is
speak.
categorically untrue.
They don't speak to you on like a cellular level.
You have an extra hero point.
I don't want to use it on this though. That's okay.
Is this thing alive?
Yeah, it's like it pulses. It
Does it-
undulates.
So if
Does it,
everyone
like-
if
It has
everyone
a couple of these really freaky Cal-Stygian attendants that just like pour water over it.
oh,
Does it ever like
gross.
sleep?
how did you go about defeating it?
I mean, you just have to look at the thing. That's it.
Oh, you just have to look at it?
Yeah, like some folks vomit when they see it. Some folks run
Oh.
away screaming. They
Well,
point
we
to
just
one of
have
the
to
guys smoking. They say, Jack over there
Mm.
peed himself.
Oh,
Just
poor
full
Jack.
on bladder, just boom. And he looks
Oh,
over to Jack.
I bet you
right,
never
Jack?
lived that one down.
And Jack's just like,
Embarrassing.
shut the fuck up, man.
It
Everyone
is
make me a
okay. That
perception
seems like
check.
a normal reaction.
Perception check?
Yeah.
7.
Wait, I gotta go make sure that's normal.
God.
Vim, you notice the guard captain kind of looks up at you now and like is looking over the group as they're having this conversation.
Alright, well, I think we should probably just get a move on, get to where we're supposed to be.
Oh, yes, you said
Thanks
tour
for
The
that.
upper floors.
of the other of the beating upping of the people. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
As you are walking towards the door, that captain will call out,
Mm.
"Guards, fall in." And they'll kind of like look to all of you. What do you do?
I fall in.
I fall in. I
This-
think Evie imitates Rash as quickly as possible.
I fall in, and I'm gonna say that I know how to fall in because of the Goblin Horde.
Yeah. And I'm just
Yeah,
kind of like
I'll make a performance check
get in
to
a
mimic
quick look,
Rash.
get in formation.
So you try to mimic Rash pretty well. I'm going to move y'all to basically Rash kind of gets into
Yeah.
the line. It's very Cadet Kelly-esque.
Oh boy.
What?
I love her
And
Cadet,
this Cadet
Kelly.
Kelly.
I love Cadet
Kelly.
Kelly.
It's a deep cut, but it's a good cut.
It is a deep. Exactly.
I
It's a
love
deep
Cadet
cut.
Kelly.
My
I
first
love that
enemies to
movie as a
lovers.
Yup.
Oh my god!
It started
yeah.
there. It all started there.
It wasn't my first, but it definitely holds a special place.
Yes.
Mhm. So we've fallen in.
And fallen in. The guard captain kind of looks you all over. Looks you up and down. Looks at you, Luna.
Oh God, Luna!
I will say that her ears are hidden underneath a guard's hat.
Looks at Rash. Looks at Vim. I don't even fucking recognize what you are.
I get that a lot.
Yeah.
Sir.
What the hell are you?
He's a moth, sir.
You know who's to say?
I mean, you're going to fucking tell me.
I mean, you kind of have to know those things to be able to tell those things.
What, you calling me
I just-
stupid?
No, I'm saying I would have to know to tell you.
Oh, you don't even know what you are.
No,
You're stupid.
I'm just here. I'm just a guy that happens to exist.
Oh, are you all
He's
this
an orphan,
intelligent?
sir. He's an orphan, sir. He never knew his parents.
Well, I'm sure they're damn disappointed in you.
I think they might be dead, sir.
Yeah, probably better off with a face like that. And none of y'all really human looking. Shame.
I will say that I think that she passes for human without her ears showing.
There's a little bit of a bunny nose.
Yeah.
It's just a little upturned.
Just a little bit.
A little, like maybe she put some extra blush on it, and it's a little upturned. She could pass.
She's just kind of looking at all y'all. He's just kind of looking at all of y'all. All right, what the hell are y'all doing in my break room? Are you not? Why didn't you just?
we were supposed to have tour of detention center, and she just again just keeps beating her fists together.
Ethan was going
Yeah.
to show us around.
Squad 12, we were just trying to get up to where we're supposed to be.
Fucking
Yeah.
Squad 12, always problems. Warden's favorite, always causing me goddamn problems.
Did they say Warden's favorite?
Sure did.
Yeah.
Warden
Interesting.
Cypress.
And Warden knows everyone in that squad. I'm sure that she'll get to know all of you real well.
Mm-hmm.
Torture junkies.
Kinda.
Oh.
Yes, I think we were about to actually do our initiation, but we wanted to.
No, you've not seen the
Come-
brain yet.
No, it's coming up, but we
Oh,
wanted
that's
to
a fun time.
have something in our stomachs first.
Hey, don't
Sir.
let any
So
of
that
those
we can throw it
Calistigian-
up.
Don't let any of those Calistigian attendants offer you anything up there.
No,
Okay.
Why?
Just trust me.
we were told
do.
they pour it on the brain.
Yeah, they pour water on the brain. That's not all they do to it.
Oh.
Ew.
Oh.
What
Oh.
else do
If
they
you want,
do
you
to
can make
it,
me an
sir?
insight check.
This is
Yeah,
this is
I'm
a,
absolutely gonna make an insight check. Are you kidding me?
16?
This guy is talking out of his ass.
Sure.
Dash is still gonna
Like,
pretend and just
like,
go along with
fully-
it.
Like, you can tell this
Oh.
guy is hazing you.
Luna believes the shit out of it.
Yep.
Rash doesn't. She knows she's
Yeah.
being hazed, but she's going to play along for the sake of like staying under the radar.
Acting dumb. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we will go do that.
Yeah, you better do
Mhm.
that.
Permission
We
to
will.
leave, sir?
Hey, look at that. You know how things work around here. Get out of here, you layabouts.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Marches on out.
Yeah.
Ethan, that was stressful.
individually in everybody's mind, one by one. I'm gonna kill that guy.
I mean, if
Including Ethan's.
No, like our group individually.
yeah, you're in it now,
Might
Ethan.
as well. Ethan has been turned.
Ethan just like looks at y'all. So, well, that went better than I thought it would.
How much worse could it have been?
They've been known to turn the golem on new recruits to scare them from time to time.
Oh. It would have been fun to fight the golem.
Do we get to fight the brain? No, you said not to fight the
Don't
brain.
fight the brain. That thing will.
What
Don't
if we
fight the
did
brain.
fight the brain? What
No,
if
we just
did,
have to look
though?
at it.
You just
No,
have
we
to look
just
at
have
it.
to look at it. Why would we fight the brain? The brain helps control the
Because
prisoners.
we're the 12th unit and we like to fight. Evie's getting into it.
Make me a deception check, Evie.
Well,
You know, that
me
thing
and my
you're really
plus
great
one
at.
to deception.
Yeah.
A 13.
Wow,
A flash
you.
of genius. It's gonna be a 19.
He looks at you like, wow, you really do fit Squad 12. Let me tell you.
Squad 12. Hut hut.
He looks physically uncomfortable. All of you can now notice that basically as he exits, on his hip, a glamour disappears, and there's now what appears to be a silver ball-tipped wand.
Oh, that's shiny. What's that?
Yeah, it's the gate key for the cell blocks. It's what opens up the. It's what opens up the cages. Kind of like walks over, and this next part takes you through like another cell block. This one's empty though, so he just kind of like runs it against it. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's.
when do we get them so that we can punch the
In the
prisoners in
hall-
the face?
In the hall.
Whoa! We're the Calistigian Order. We don't.
When they get rowdy.
We're not. We're bad guys. We don't do that shit. That's evil.
In the hallway or in this
But
area,
when
we're in,
they
is
get
there anybody
rowdy?
else around?
Fists.
When they get rowdy.
Hey, see, y'all really are Squad 12.
Is there anybody else around?
Squad 12.
Yeah.
Yes, there's not other guards around. It's currently just you all walking through this cell block.
When do we get?
Because-
When
I'm
do we?
trying to think. I send
love
a
it.
message mentally to Evie. Do we just
The
take
only
this
one
guy?
who can reply.
Do we just take this guy out right now and take that?
But he seems kind of nice. Evie needs, like, as subtly as possible, points to him and hopes that Ethan doesn't see. Because that's how messaging works.
Oh, it doesn't for me.
Well, I'll just let you know this right now. You can tell that Ethan, like, they're doing like the tour thing, so it's like, yeah, this wing was built in this year. It was done by mostly prisoner labor. They're doing the tour guide thing, so it seems that this conversation between
Okay.
them
He
and
works for the
Evie is going
Chalcedonian
largely.
Order, like, nice.
I mean, some people. Well, I'm not part of this conversation. Never mind.
Are we
Can
gonna worry
I
about
make a
nice?
sleight of hand to try to take the wand while he's distracted
Go
spewing
for it.
threats? Okay, this is gonna go great, and I have
Can
So-
I
hero points
assist?
and two whatever chat points plus the hero point that Will just gave me for the Kakashi
Are you
joke.
sure?
So
Yes.
Are you sure I can?
23.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you swipe it.
Beautiful.
It's just gone. This guy, y'all. This guy has a passive perception of 11.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a guy.
And he
Yes, you
was trying to
are.
shame Rash for not knowing the.
Okay, so he's showing us around.
Yeah.
Do we find any do we learn anything from his tour?
Other than like as he like gets you past the cell block up into the next area, he mentions the fact that the metal is poured from a central location at the top. There's like a forge that's constantly going.
Oh, it's nettle.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Not
And
molten metal.
Oh, I heard nettle,
At the top.
as in
Can we
like
go-
the
can we
super,
go-
as
can
in
we
the
go
super
see?
poisonous plant.
I mean, it's just past
Like
past the
what?
re-education. You'll be shown around it by your squad leader.
I'm-
I have to get back downstairs.
Sure, thank you.
I sent a message to Darius. I was like, it's not against your whole thing if we like shut down a forge, right?
No.
Okay,
It's
great.
Remember the reply
Well,
in the message.
technically you can't respond, so I kind of just.
I just pat you on the shoulder very briefly.
Okay.
Okay, we should probably go to that forge before the kobolds blow up parts of the pipes that maybe shouldn't be blown up.
Yeah.
Can
We
we
need to
hot
get
step
up
into
there.
that forge ASAP?
That forge is past the rehabilitation level.
Like,
we
do
gotta
you
get
have to go
through.
through?
Yeah,
the
so with the
rehab?
way the building is built,
Okay.
it's a
Well, we want to go to the rehabilitation level anyway because you want to see if the captain's there.
Yeah.
yeah. Do you?
And I think
Okay.
we also want to destroy the brain because that's
Yeah.
what is affecting all of the prisoners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
Like,
just
if
gonna
we
let
take that
Ethan
down.
lead us places.
Well, Ethan.
Well, Ethan left.
Yeah, Ethan's
Oh,
left
Ethan
you.
left.
Yes.
Just
Yeah,
kidding.
he was just head.
So we
headed
can
back
just.
down.
Do we want to just go fuck up this brain?
Yeah, let's fuck up.
Luna will
well,
like spin around the key and like between her fingers and be like, look what I got.
You are
I'm
so
so
hot
proud
when
of
you steal
you.
things.
I was
I-
totally about to kill that guy for that.
I
I just took it.
Luna, I'm so
Caution.
proud of you.
cautious.
Darius.
While I am perfectly all right with killing this brain, it apparently has done horrible things and is used to prop up a horrible place. I am concerned that just ahead of time that we will potentially have to fight it without looking at it.
Well,
That's just a risk
not
we'll have to
if
take.
I think we are made of stronger stuff than Ethan and
Mhm.
I
Jack.
I also
And
agree.
Jack.
I also agree. Jack, who I know nothing about, seemed very pathetic and probably has many problems.
Mhm.
But I'm just putting out there.
If you stay close to me and have hope, then we'll probably be okay.
I don't know if it's just looking at it. I think it's actively doing something when you're like there. And
I think that it is probably when you look at it, based on the stories we heard. Like I imagine that there's some kind of
Do
save
we
you have to
have
make.
any sort of reflective surface vibe?
It is not a gorgon.
I don't know. Maybe it is related. It is weird brain thing.
I did have one small thing just ahead of time. I'm going to pull out of my kind of bag of many metallurgical things just a metal rod about this long. It's just a smooth metal rod, like an oversized baton you would pass in like a relay or something. And I'm going to hand it to Luna. I'm just going to say, if you get the opportunity, and this is going to sound horrifying, please shove this between any of the folds of the brain.
Oh.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be deep. You don't have to cause a lot of damage. It just has to be in there firmly.
Darius is going to war. I'm down for
Okay.
this.
And then once that's in there, I can heat metal, and we'll have a burning hot needle
Oh.
sticking into the brain.
Mildly horrifying.
Cook it and book it. I like it. Okay, squad 12 on 3. 1, 2, 3. Squad
Squad
12.
12.
Draw.
Hoot growl?
Crowd.
What does that have to do with squad 12, Darius? Focus. Get your head in the game.
I was-
Get your head in the
Well,
game.
about
Wildcats,
this-
get your head in the game.
Okay, let's go.
Wildcats.
Okay, we go.
We go.
Look how we go.
We go to the brain.
We go
Why
to
don't you
the
go
brain.
to the re-education floor?
Mm.
Aye.
Also,
Oh.
I'm suddenly
Welcome
concerned.
To
Will
the
we have,
re-education floor.
will we have to fight a
Spooky.
bunch of brain zombies?
This looks puzzly.
The other part of me was just like, did we need to hero feast before this? I don't know, but it's too late now. We could have done it
Well,
in the
no.
cafeteria.
No, I remember I'm
No.
still holding on to World of Word
you're
of
right.
Recall, not World of Recall.
World of Recall.
World of
Let's
Recall.
Recall an entire world.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by
War!
World of
World of
Recall.
Recall.
Do you like memory games?
Oh boy.
Play
No.
against other characters.
Oh boy.
It's World of Recall. It's like World of Tanks. But
Competitive.
Luna is on the
Stop
move,
it.
y'all.
Okay.
Is on
I'm
So
the
yeah,
curious
what do we,
about
what do
this
we
thing.
see?
So,
What am
Luna,
I
as
lo-
you come to that, you see what appears to be several psionic crystals all bunched together in a box that appear to be depleted of energy and recharging.
Rash is gonna look at this thing.
Evie, what do these do?
Rash, you see a variety of implements for re-education.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Anything in just like general torture tools or anything like electrocutey or
Just
anything like
general
that?
torture tools.
Alright.
Most of the people in the city are a little bit weary of electrical tools, considering a few years ago a dragon caused a bunch of people to turn to ash because of them.
Evie, what are these crystals? What do they do?
I don't know. Can I make a check?
Yeah, make me Arcana check.
This is why I called for Evie.
Well, that's still going to be a 19.
A 19, these are dim psionic crystals. Normally, these are crystals that would empower effects of psionics on creatures, but as psionic energies flow through them, it causes the crystal to degrade. And as they are at this point of decay and needing to be recharged, basically they give the wearer, whoever's holding one of them, and attuned to it, a advantage against saves against psionic and psychic effects.
Ooh.
How
Does
do you
it look like
recharge
it's-
them?
It recharges them by just being in this box.
Are they recharged?
Recharging
need-
them would give you disadvantage on the checks.
Oh.
Them being depleted is what's giving you advantage.
Oh, then let's
Oh.
each take one of these.
Does it look like it's going to set anything off if we each take one?
No, it looks like it's just like a standard.
Sweet.
Okay.
Yep,
That
pass
was a
them out.
lucky
These are,
find.
Yeah.
That is a lucky find from a lucky girl.
Hell yeah. Peek around the corner and look at this giant circle of doom.
As you look into the corner with the giant circle of doom, you see a number of things. You see a number of Calistigian soldiers all around the circle in the midst of what appears to be some sort of ritual.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it's a summoning ritual.
Oh no.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
Super glad I didn't just go in there hot.
It looks like the ritual's nearing completion. If someone wants to make me an Arcana check.
Sure.
Evie.
And that thing I'm great at.
Yeah, no.
Not Easy.
Gonna be
24.
me.
24. But what does Luna think it is?
Please
Oh.
tell me what I think it is.
This item, this circle, appears to be a summoning of some sort of celestial. You think, Vim, with a 19, that if you were to, and Evie with whatever you got with a 14 plus Evie's bonus, you think that if you were to successfully roll,
Mhm.
an Arcana check or some other check to disrupt the ritual, you might be able to not prevent the summoning, but you might be able to cause the summoning to ensure that these creatures were no longer here in the process. So you would only have to deal with the summon rather than the summonees and the summon.
Sweet.
Ooh.
So that's an Arcana check to do that?
Yep. Just a straight Arcana check to
Great.
mess with the ritual.
Do it, Evie. Do it, Evie.
25.
Nice.
That is a success. As
Oh,
the
yeah.
ritual continues and goes off, basically a wall of force is formed at this entry point. And a singular speck of black, a almost contained black hole, is in the center of the room. And as you channel the energies and change things up, the black hole gets a little bit more powerful than what the casters anticipated and sucks them in.
It's fine. It's fine. Listen,
that's what they
I
wanted. the
skateboarded
void.
on a black hole before. This ain't nothing.
And
Let me at him. I'll do an
standing-
ollie off of it.
As the void coalesces, standing in this room, in the center of it, is what appears to be a huge celestial creature.
Again, why is
that
he kind of hot?
because everyone in the universe is hot. And as it's standing there, you can see that there is, instead of like
Except
normally,
Steve.
this would be a creature that would have like light emanating off of it. Instead of light, you can physically see darkness emanating off of it.
Oh, they summoned a fucked up one.
Yeah, they basically summoned an inverted Empyrean.
I was gonna say, or did they fuck
Biblically
Does
it
it look like it's
inaccurate.
Callistigian influence?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then we can break it.
So we're fighting it.
And as it notices you, you can see it hold its head for a second. It then roars. And we're going to roll for initiative.
Oh no.
It looks as though something tried to control this creature and failed.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That what I think it is.
Oh no.
Really wishing I hadn't touched those bars earlier.
What?
Oh, well, we never healed
Wait,
from
what
that.
bars?
The
The
prison
heat.
bars, because I never healed from them.
Oh.
It's okay. I only lost 27.
No,
I'm
you
still
lost
buff.
13. You only took half.
Did I only take half?
Yeah.
You only took
Yeah.
half.
Give yourself 13
Oh!
back.
Yay! Thank you. I didn't
Believe
realize
me,
you dropped it for me,
Not
Rose.
healing before you go into
No,
a
it's 'cause
fight
you
is how
saved.
my barbarian
You said
died.
you
Oh,
made
I
the
saved.
save.
Oh, I did beat the save. Oh, fuck. I totally forgot about that. JK lols.
Okay, lols.
So,
So.
Rash, you're up first. This creature appears to have some sort of summoning sickness, causing it to act last.
All right, magic.
Summoning sickness.
It's not actually, it's just I rolled poorly on it.
Very Magic the Gathering.
Crazy. I'm going to actually do a very unrash thing and kind of like hang back for a second, but I am going to use that crazy necklace, I think, because I feel like I should use it at least the once on this guy. I'm gonna save it for the big battle too, but like he's a big celestial. I want to see what the fuck he's about.
He's a celestial.
Yeah.
That was Ed Sheeran, chat.
Fireball
Celestial.
necklace. How
I
much
love the
fireball do
Pokemon
I have on that?
credits.
It was a full
Well,
necklace.
Yeah.
You've never used
How-
it.
I think you
Did
used
it
it
tell-
once on the
Did it
Grindelows.
Oh,
did it
right.
tell me? Did it tell me like how many uses
Yeah,
it
it's
had?
in the item description.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Okay. Well, I'll use one more, and I'll just I'll cast a fireball at him.
The fireballs. It had max, so it had 9 beads. I think you used 1, so it has.
Yeah, so it
8.
has 8. Now it has 7.
All right. And that is
So-
a reflex save against DC 17 or
Yeah,
dexterity.
dex save.
Okay, he does not have advantage to this.
Oh yeah, also I enter rage,
Oh, yeah.
obviously.
I think, Rash, I'm going to take a thing from Pathfinder that I really like and give it to you. When you roll
Okay.
initiative, you can enter rage.
Oh, slay.
Yeah. Because that, to
I
me,
love
is like
that.
a nice quality of life for barbarians.
I like that. I like that a lot, Will. Thank you.
It critically failed.
Nice.
Yo! Hell yeah.
Nice.
I also love that. So that's 8d6 fire
Yep, and it'll be
damage?
×2.
Yippee! Yippee!
Yippee.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Yippee indeed. Wait, what did I just say? 68? 8d6? What was that?
68.
6.
It's
8d6. 8d6. And then 2 more.
It's gonna
So
be 18 times
18
2. 36.
times.
Thank you, McKenna. Fireball.
Look at me doing fucking laugh.
Fire that ass.
Vindus, you're up.
Don't know who that is, but here I go.
Yeah, you still respond.
Still one syllable.
Oh, wait. No, I have another attack. Hang on. I
Oh,
have 2 attacks.
That's not
Not
an
when
attack,
you
that's an
cast a
item.
spell.
Oh, you're right. I
Yeah.
had cast the
Yeah.
spell. Never mind. Just kidding.
Alright, so I'm gonna get here, and I'm just gonna start firing away. Put that on 29. I'm assuming
29,
that
that will
hits.
hit, so roll your damage.
18,
Okay, -18 to their health. Still up.
and then a second attack. 20.
That one will miss.
Alright, and 30.
That'll hit.
14 damage.
Nice, still standing.
And then I'll cut back around this corner.
Fair enough. Evie.
all right. I think I might take a note out of. Well, this corner is not quite as sharp. But if I move here,
Mhm.
I think that will give me. Yay! Good enough to start slinging some alchemical acid at this fool.
Yeah.
Make me that dexterity save, please.
It fails.
It super duper fails. It takes 26 acid damage.
Takes it all.
And it takes it all.
Anything else on your turn, Evie?
Has to fall.
It's simple and it's plain.
Yeah, I will move back just one. And then that will be my turn.
All right, Darius.
He takes the fire again.
I'm trying to decide. I notice we're all sticking around in the hallway.
He's a big scaly celestial.
He is.
I mean, you're welcome to run in there, Darius.
I'm the
Darius was the one who was all, a hankering for a fight.
yes, but not necessarily a dumb fight.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Real judgmental of this
Well,
guy that was summoned
because-
against his will.
I mean, we're attacking him, so respect at this point is patronizing. Is he wearing any metal?
No.
Okay.
That's not what the picture says.
Well,
Yeah.
That's not what
What's
the
that
pictures look
giant
like in
bell?
Celesta either. He's just topless.
We're not doing, as they say, WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. It's an old modeler term.
Oh, I'm aware. I've bought things secondhand.
All right. Oh, I am just going to prepare for the next thing that's going to happen. I'm going to sling a handy little guiding bolt at them, just for that advantage.
Oh god.
That's not going to hit.
No, that goes wide. Hits the wall.
So I probably would have had to move to do that. I'm
No, no.
sorry.
Yes, you have to move 3 squares up.
Yes,
That's me.
I'll move to there.
All right, boots of haste go.
Clickety click.
Hey there, that's me.
We will stand
You
10
may be
feet
wondering how I got in
away.
this situation.
You still think you're within reach.
I imagine I will be.
Yeah.
That is okay. But we're gonna go sword friend.
That'll hit.
We're gonna go sword friend.
That'll miss.
We're gonna hero point that sword friend.
That'll miss.
All right. We're gonna go sword friend.
That'll miss.
We're gonna hero point that sword friend.
That'll hit.
We're gonna add a cleansing smite on that one. We're gonna go sword friend.
3. Okay.
We're going to action surge.
Okay. You're at 83 points of damage right now, Luna.
We're gonna sword friend.
Misses.
Sword friend.
Hits.
We're gonna add a cleansing smite on that one.
Ooh.
Okay, so that brings you up to 123. Anything
Something
else?
bad is gonna happen to me.
Anything else?
Yeah, I've still got more attacks.
Okay,
Well,
cool. You're at 123. That hits.
sword friend. Great. We're also gonna cleansing smite
3,
on that one.
that's 30,
Jesus.
That's 123. Okay, let me 36. 43, 143, 153, 160. Okay, you're at 160.
Sword friend.
Hits.
And we're gonna cleansing smite on this one.
Holy shit.
80. 194. 194 points of damage. It's still standing.
That's my turn.
Uh,
I certainly tried.
you certainly did.
Ah. Well,
Clickety click click click.
what do I want to do now?
Give up.
No.
Yeah. He just goes home. How about he just goes home?
Yeah, that hurt real bad.
Can we just unsummon him? What if we just move a candle and he's
I
gone?
mean,
Well, first of all,
he is
I
a
have to-
celestial.
he is a creature that needs to go to the mall. So
I agree.
Luna,
He also needs to go.
fuck me. An 18 will miss you. With a
Yes, it
natural
will.
1.
Yes, it will.
Then, being upset at that, he will fire a bolt of darkness at Evie. For 27.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
that'll hit.
For 26 void damage.
Wow, okay.
Wait. I feel like there's gotta be something I can do about this.
I'm
And
too
then-
far to reduce the damage. I'm sorry.
Another
Where
bolt
are you,
at
Evie?
Evie? A 21.
Yeah, that'll do it.
For another 24 points of damage, for a total of 50 points of damage.
Oh, Jesus, okay.
And the
Wait.
third strike will not happen because he used all 3 attacks this round. That is his turn.
Where is Evie and can I see her?
I'm
Evie
right
is-
here. Yes,
It's
you
like
can
10
see
feet from you.
Okay. She's behind my menu, sorry. Then in that case I want to use my reaction for at least one of those.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to reduce it by 2d6 because I've got Spirit Shield.
Yeah, you can do that.
So I'll reduce at least one of those. I'll give you
Evie,
2d6.
what is your AC?
I believe it is 16? 16.
Okay, so I couldn't have helped.
No.
I
Oh,
can
wait.
boost it by 1.
Wait, we're at
but-
10th level, right?
Yes.
I mean, like
JK,
12,
one
yeah.
more
More
d6
than that.
on there. Oh, I forget what level we are, but I can.
Yeah.
I'm at 3. Listen, I'm at 3d6 now. It's fine.
So
There you
10
go.
points. So you'll get 10 points back, Evie.
What level? Okay, we're at
Yippee!
12. Got it.
Cool. And that's the turn. Rash, you're up.
Okay, cool. And I also get my reaction back. Great.
Yeah.
Well, I see this motherfucker rolling up on my girl, so I'm go attack him now. Wait, I should count how many spaces I can actually move. Hang on.
You're well within range. You can make it.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna roll up on his ass. Hang on. Gimme. Hey. Come here.
No, you don't have to be that close.
Yeah, I realized that. I really crawled up his pants.
I just like said, ooh.
I said, not my
Climb
balls!
like a tree.
Chop him down like one, maybe. And gonna go ahead and do my creme brulee.
Pull the hit. Misses. Bounces off his knee.
Wow, that's upsetting. I'm gonna go ahead and try that one more time. Oh, right, advantage. Because I'm gonna reckless.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, reckless attack.
Oh, that's such a bad idea, actually.
I'm such a cutie patootie.
No, I'm not gonna reckless. I'm not gonna reckless Celestial. That's such a bad idea.
Alright.
Beep boop a doop boop. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit him again. Fuck
Roll a
it.
hit.
Elise.
That will miss as well.
Oh, fuck. Alright.
Alright.
And I'm going to. Is there anything else I can do? Ancestral Protectors, maybe? Is that a vibe?
Just have to hit him to do that.
You're right. Ah, fuck. That's fine. That's fine.
Alright. So at the end of your turn, he's going to take a legendary action.
Yeah, sure he is.
I need you all to make me a strength saving throw. DC
Maya, you have a
Okay.
+5.
Yeah, thank
Well,
God
I
I'm
need-
raging.
I need a natural 20 for this. Yeah,
Also, I have
force
wait. I
them
have an
to cut
extra
it.
+5 from you, Rose. Is that what's happening?
Even from around the corner?
Oh, Maya does. Y'all don't.
Yeah,
No,
mine does.
I'm
Darius-
Yeah,
asking.
I'm close enough.
No, my question was to Will. Even from around the corner?
Yes, it's a full-on earthquake. He hits the ground and it causes a tremor in a 60-foot radius.
Also, I would just like to point out Darius probably just falls sideways. That's the only way Darius can fall prone.
Oh,
Vim, you were
buddy.
prone.
I would needed a natural
Luna,
20.
you were prone.
I also have advantage on
Even if I'm
strength.
flying on a carpet?
Yeah, Vim, aren't you usually flying?
I wasn't here because it would have drawn attention.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but
and
Luna's
then you
on a
said-
carpet.
was
+5,
was
right?
Luna going through the prison on a carpet?
Wouldn't
Not
that
through
have
the
No,
drawn?
prison,
but she would have
once we got-
entered this fight. on
Like
the
entering
carpet.
combat, she typically hops on that. But let's see. This
I
was
would
a
say
14 is
Luna was not on the
strength.
carpet for this. Yes, strength save.
The 14 is a 19.
That's still a failure. It's a DC 25.
God damn!
This is a high-level creature that Luna almost took out in one round of attacks.
All
I'm
right,
gonna
well,
try and knock down a candle and see if that does anything.
I guess I'm down.
Yeah, you're just
On a-
prone.
Prone.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're not
Did
like
the earthquake knock down
knocked
any
out,
candles?
You're just prone. And then Vim, you're up.
I wish that had been a
Well,
dex.
now I'm flying.
So you use an action to stand.
It
It's
does not
half
take an
your
action to
movement.
stand. It's half your movement.
No, you use the half your movement to stand.
I can still.
I'll say to like go from prone to flight. The half your movement is because you have to like flutter yourself into position.
Get up here and start a blasting.
Fire at will.
29.
Blasting.
29 is a hit. Roll your damage.
16.
Still up.
Alright. That misses.
Yep.
Another
29
29.
hits. Roll your damage.
17.
And you finish him off with that
Wait.
second bolt.
Don't kill him.
Bursts into darkness.
I don't know.
Da 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 da
I don't know.
Da, da, da.
Did we want to kill him? Well, I guess
don't
it's
know
a
what-
little bit late.
No, I wanted to uncalistigian him.
A moment later, after you've all had a second to stand up, the
Meow.
wall of force drops, and you see another sight. Luna and Rash.
Fuck.
You see
The
this
actual
creature
brain.
built into
No!
the wall.
Oh, good.
wait,
Actually,
and-
no. This is good because it means my haste is still active.
And
wait, have we looked at it?
And running out of the
A couple
room
guards.
are 2 Calistigian creatures.
Mind flayers.
And
Ithilines.
that is where we are going to end this week.
Oh,
No.
I didn't realize what time it
Baldur's
was.
Gate 3.
What if we played a little bit longer?
Can
It's
we
100
romance
episode
them?
100.
We broke
Listen,
It's a-
I
it's
hear
a
in Baldur's
special
Gate you
episode.
can
What if we
romance
played
the Squingeely.
longer?
One of them,
That's wild.
and he's manipulating you entire time.
Listen. That's workable.
You will have time to
Yikes.
fight the Mind Flayers next week, possibly whilst Captain
Aw.
Cypress. So, thank you all so much for coming to tonight's episode of the Astral Call-In. I said the Astral Call-In, like I was thinking about Dragon Age for a second.
The Astral
The
Calling.
The Astral Calling. Join us next time as our party faces off with the only Mind Flayers that will appear in this campaign. Thank you all so much for coming, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night, everyone.